Hello, hi, and welcome to the first episode of iFlow Radio. Today, I have a special guest, the person that's been in this musical journey almost as long as I have. And really, there was no other person that I wanted to start this whole podcast with than with my best friend over here. His name is Miko Filio. So,
Hi.
what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Name is Miko. Happy to be here at this very first episode of iFlow. Really happy to be a part of Alvin's journey that we're about to embark in. So yeah.
Yeah, right on. It's been just to set this thing up. I never had a guest, and we're definitely trying. I'm trying something new with this whole video thing, and oh my god,
It's definitely exciting. I was here all along the way. There was a pain in the ass, to say the least, to get everything together. But
Yeah.
we're here, we're set up. You see us, we'll be alright.
And it looks like we are recording. Look at those! Look at those beautiful waveforms and all that. That's very
And
nice.
we are on.
Yeah,
We are on.
So yeah, just wanted to start off by just like say how's it going. Like how's quarantine been for you?
Okay, well, I guess it's been okay. I found a way to really, make use of my time better. We saved a lot of money just by hanging out and not really going out much. If you know me, I I spent a lot of money going out, and given that music being one of my one of my deepest loves, I actually spent a lot of money in it, experiencing it, and with that just like briefly taken away, life, it was a big change. It was definitely a big change in my lifestyle, but I was able to adapt and stay safe, and it's been good.
Yeah, it's been really tough, especially for me. Just the fact that we can't go to shows.
I know that
was our thing.
That was our thing.
Our stress relief. And the fact that like just all of a sudden it was gone.
It was taken just
it
like
was
that.
hard. It was the first couple of weeks of lockdown was I remember just like staying in my room, my house, and like just contemplating life, like what the fuck are we gonna do?
I know.
Like the one thing that kind of just made us sane and like just like continue on with life in a way was just taken away.
That was our how do I say this? That was our relief in a way. After like your 9 to 5 throughout the week, there's always that one day that you're looking forward to. That's just like, okay, you know what? Despite me having a shitty day at work, there's Saturday, and Saturday, we're doing this or we're doing that. We're seeing this person, we're seeing that person, so it was a little bit different, but we found ways to kind of how do I say this? We found a way to just adapt to that, and we're stress relieving in different ways, and in a way kind of taught us different things about ourselves that we didn't really know about. So it's good, it's bad, and it's also good, in its own way.
Yeah, totally. I feel like it's still not the same, or like it's like because like it's like the whole experience of going into a live show is a whole like it's almost like it's definitely changed our lives when we first went to our first show and stuff like that.
And I remember that. You even go to even going to shows far longer than I've been. But I was able to experience that very first one with you. I've been to a show when I was younger a little bit, but then like my actual like big event was this was rave. And
I basically like just kind of like
you opened a door for me.
I did. I saw this like amazing event, like this show, these like these raves and stuff, and I'm like, yo, I need to tell everyone about this. Whoever can enjoy this like this thing with me, like I like told everyone. And there was a point where like our whole entire friend group were going to shows with us.
No, for sure. Like I feel like it started in 2010, and how many? There were 4 of us.
There was 4 of us, and then like I think
Mm-hmm.
beyond, it was like what, 13 or 15 or whatever.
Yeah, perhaps more. You know, because I think, you know, so I think about this all the time. So you know, Together as One was in January, right?
Yeah,
it was in January. So and Beyond Wonderland 2011 was about like in March. So that was like a 3-month gap. That was 3 months of us nonstop talking about it.
Yeah,
you know, to everybody that we saw, you know, and then our group of friends. I mean, we were pretty large, so you know, every time we hung out, we talked about it. And then sure enough, Beyond Wonderland came, and our group was just big. You know, like I mean, a lot of them didn't know what to expect. You know, the music, they kind of understood it, but they haven't experienced it like we have. You know, so when we finally went to that Beyond Wonderland, I mean, it was a game changer. And then you know, our group just expanded and expanded after that, and got big, got out of control.
Yeah, and then it was to the point where like we would suggest a show, and like people would actually be like down to like actually go, and just like, yeah, fuck it, like, you know, it's like oh, like I haven't even heard of the artist, but it must be a good show, must be a rager.
Yeah,
and
they took that leap of faith. They just trusted us, you know. They trusted us.
Yeah, and definitely things have changed, you know. Our not everyone has gone to the shows as much as we have.
Yeah,
but we were always like the people that were like just like, we're going, and then like whoever
along,
wants to come
along.
you know, just tag along with us,
especially if we know that it was an artist that you know, that we know it's kind of like we don't want to shove it down their throats. You know, if it's an artist that is like, man, it's too much. For instance, like, you know, around then, like 2010, we were listening to a lot of like progressive house.
Oh, that too,
you know?
Progressive house.
It was mostly like progressive house and like trance, and then we started getting into like the heavier side of the music, you know, so like the dubsteps and the drum and bass. So that one I was like, should we tell him about it?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, we'll tell him. And then turns out, I mean, you know, that became our thing for like for like the next few years, but that's like another story, you know.
We were all about the ragers and stuff like that. Like we, you know, it's just, I guess we grew out of, or we were in different phases.
We were
as growing up, you know, because especially we were listening to the music, our taste grew up as well, you know, like coming from the progressive house stuff. Even though it's great, it's like, I guess, but like we just kind of grew out of it,
you know, like I mean, personally for me, I thought it became a little cheesy, you know, and this is from a guy that used to love like, you know, hands up in the air during like
1, 2, 3 jump,
the breakdown on the Above and Beyond song, you know, and it's just like, amazing, you know, like, and Juno beats and all that, you know, and then after a while I was like, okay, I mean, it's all right, you know, but got a little bit cheesy for me. It's okay. I mean, I like cheesy music too, you know, but you know, I mean, like I said, we just kind of grow out of things, you know. We grow out of things.
Yeah, definitely. Man. Oh, you want it? Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Okay. So we're just gonna grab a couple beers real quick. This will be fun. Yeah. You want a Modelo?
Give me an IPA.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't really understand what I was getting into until we started talking. You know, I didn't think I was gonna get nervous, but I got nervous, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, especially like I mean, I guess hearing your voice and stuff like that, like it's like kind of daunting.
Yeah, it is daunting. And then the moment I heard the metronome click, I was like, oh shit.
They call that red light fever.
Yeah, dude, it happened. I was like, but you know,
so, dude, you just eventually I'll show my practice runs, those episodes and stuff. But fuck, I would definitely say that like I've gotten better at it.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like
it's trials and errors.
Yeah. Because man, I remember the first time trying this thing, and I'm like, my voice was shaking.
Yeah.
And the only way I could do this was actually get fucked up. Like I would get trashed to the point where like
you just didn't care, and everything was just flowing out.
It was nice because like you would just talk and then like just ramble.
Yeah.
But it was to the point where like my audio, all you could hear is like me burping every like 10 seconds.
And, you know, I think it's part of it.
Yeah. Definitely, I'll edit those later and stuff. But it's just like, damn, like just as a raw audio, you're hearing all of that. You're like, god damn.
Hey man, you know, it's something to look back to.
It is. It's funny.
It shaped you, and now we're here. You have two mics.
Right.
You know,
I know. I have 2 mics. I have a freaking ring light,
dude.
Yeah. After this, I'm definitely gonna do a TikTok video.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what.
You know.
But yeah. So this is a great transition to the next part I really wanted to talk about, and that's your vinyl collection.
Right.
Yeah, and I would say that you are the only person in our friend group that is actually a huge collector. I guess there's people in that we know that like have vinyl records and stuff and like just have them, but you actually collect and you actually like crate dig and stuff like that. And I just wanted to just talk about like how's your experience with that, like what got you into vinyl.
Right. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I think it started like around 2015. I think that's when I got my first turntable. And so then, I think I just I've always been a sentimental person, right? So I enjoy having things. So when I would go to like I used to go to music stores, and I didn't have a turntable yet, but I would see the vinyl. And I'm like, damn, it's so awesome just seeing like the art blown up. I never see like that. I either see it small on a CD or I see it on my phone or on the computer. But to actually have like the art that big, that intrigued me. So I read up on it, and then I started learning things like, oh, okay, like apparently it sounds better. That's subjective.
Yeah.
We'll get more into that, but I think I just really enjoyed the fact that it's
having a physical copy of something.
Exactly. It makes music tangible, like you can hold your music, as opposed to this digital where you just click. One would argue that it's
more convenient.
It's more complicated to have a record. You got to take care of it because there's scratches. But I think that's the appeal of it is for me. I enjoy, going down on my shelf and flipping, be like, what do I want to listen to today? And just pulling it and getting it out, giving it a quick clean before I put it down, spinning it, hearing the little crackles, like coming out of my speakers as it spins, the little imperfections. That's what makes it beautiful for me, is that like music becomes an experience. And for somebody that loves music, I absolutely love it. For somebody that loves music, that just, I value that so much, and, so, it just becomes addicting, at that point. And, and then there's also the fact that some records are more rare than others, and as humans, I think we're just, we always have this drive to have something that, other people don't have, or like something that's rare. We want to own that, it's just kind of like human nature in a way. And, so that's where the whole crate digging thing comes in, and you just flipping through and you find something that super rare and would be otherwise be expensive that you can get for $2, things like that, so and here we are now. I have like
400 records. You have 400.
About 400, more or less. And and I don't really see myself slowing down. It's a hobby for me. It's a way of stress relief for me to it's something that I come home to. It's something that I wake up to. It's something that I do while I'm cleaning around the house. I listen to my records, and it's just and it looks cool. So love it, absolutely love it.
Sometimes like when I look at your Instagram stories, I'm like envious that you get to pick the track of the day, like what do you get to listen to and stuff like that. I could do that too, but it's easily like it's like Spotify is just so it's overwhelming sometimes.
For
it's like
sure.
What am I
There's
gonna
so
listen
much.
to?
There's
and
so
then
much,
I end up just like going on a typical playlist and hitting shuffle, where like I guess when you actually have your records, it's kind of like you're obligated to play
the whole thing.
And
the good part about that is that like these albums, like these artists, these bands, they intend for you to listen to it as a whole.
From front to back.
like they want you to experience this as a whole. And if you listen to it through Spotify kind of gives you the luxury and the convenience to skip through tracks, fast forward, and it doesn't do the artist or the music justice. Just let it play. Experience it. Maybe you'll catch something. Maybe you'll see a transition that that you otherwise wouldn't see if if you just skip around on Spotify. So, things like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So out of your 400 plus record collection, what would you say is some of your favorite records that you possess?
Ooh, tough one. I haven't thought about this one. Favorite. Okay. Well, let me see.
I mean, it could be for like for many reasons. It could be like your favorite because it's the rarest or something like that, but or just like something that you like. You're just so happy that you have.
So one that I spin like absolutely a lot is D'Angelo, Voodoo.
Nice.
So that one just is perfect anytime. Just because D'Angelo, love D'Angelo. Second album, the first album, Brown Sugar. That one is it's still good, but it sounded it hasn't been evolved quite like Voodoo, because like Voodoo sounds very neo soul, there's like touches of Jay Dilla on there, which I love, and it's perfect. What can I say? A lot of my favorite tracks are on there, and I don't know, man, and the way it was mastered, it just sounds so warm. And I spin it a lot. I think I'm actually due for another copy, just because
it's gone through wear and tear.
Yeah, it's gone through a lot of wear and tear. That's something I spin a lot, and that's actually one of the first ones that I got. So that's one of my favorites. And also as far as so I actually have Frank Ocean's Blonde. That's actually my rarest and the most expensive record in my collection.
Yeah.
It came out on Black Friday like a few years ago, in 2016 I think, and it was only on sale for one day. So a lot of people missed it. So I think it was only on sale for 24 hours, and the following day, boom, out of the website. Okay, so a lot of people didn't even know that it dropped. Okay, yeah. I knew. So I picked it up. And I got it, and now it goes for about $700-$800 for the record.
Yeah.
And a part of me gets tempted to sell it, because I'm just like, dude, that's easy money, That's
how much? Wait, how much is it worth like right now?
About $800.
$800.
Yeah, wow. And the price just keeps going up just because the demand for it is so high.
Yeah.
A lot of people regard it as like Frank's best album. That's up for argument. People love their Channel Orange, and but just the rarity, when something is rare, people want it more, right. The desire to have it is so much higher. And, when you start obsessing over it, you start to think, you just don't you stop thinking logically, and you're just like, you know what, I gotta do, like I've seen people pay that much to get it, and I'm like, dude, that's a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because if that's something that they absolutely want, and it makes them happy to pay $800 if it makes them happy to actually own it, go ahead, because you're doing something that makes you happy. That's cool, but yeah, that's like one of the rarest records that I have, and I'm probably gonna hold on to it. That's something that I will always cherish. But I have quite a bit, that I spin quite a lot, but those two are like some of the ones that come to mind.
It's crazy to think that that a Frank Ocean album is like super rare, like out of all like the 400 ones that you have, it's like, probably it's because of there's limited pressings of it, but it's like everyone's heard that album. Everyone you could easily just find it on Spotify and listen to it nonstop, but then there's not that many pieces of vinyl for that specific
I think it's
record.
mainly because Frank Ocean, I feel like he's so elusive, he doesn't really care about stuff like that, so when he pressed it, he was like, we'll just press it, he never went to he never pressed it widely, because he just wants his music to be heard. He doesn't care about the media that it's out on, so and then that, and on top of that, Frank Ocean, what do we know about him? We know very little about him. He's much. Hidden, we know nothing about what he's doing. He's not on social media like that, so this adds to the mystery, and people like mystery, so that just adds to the hype, it really adds to the hype.
It's like because I guess the only way they know this person is through their music. So, and then I know a lot of people that relate to Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
So it's like, they just want to know so much about him, but yet there's not very much information.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't even know what he's up to. I get it now. What is he doing?
Yeah,
you know.
So I know you have a lot of signed records. How do you know how many that you have?
I would say I have like probably like around 10 or 12 or so.
Yeah. I was actually there for a lot of them.
Yeah, you were.
You know, which is cool that like
you've helped me get some of them.
I did, dude. Yeah, we screamed out for what's it, Ivy Lab?
Oh my god, that was dope. I was like, hey, like hey, and then I was holding my record, and then you had your You and James had your flashlight. You were you were flashing on the record because the cover of it was black. You know, it was 2020 Volume 1, and then they were like, "Oh shit, yeah!" So they picked it up, they signed it, and I mean, I cherish that one because this is when iFlow had halogenics in it still. Yeah. You know, so he signed it. You know, so he signed it. So and now that he's not there, it's just it's pretty cool because it's just like that's history right there. You know, it's a relic. You know, so that was awesome. I had quite a bit. And that's something that if I have a chance to get it signed, I would absolutely bring it. Like if I have the record, I enjoy the artist, and I know I have a chance to get my record signed at that show that I'm going, I'm gonna bring it. You know, I don't care if it's inconvenient to carry it in my tote bag or whatever.
Has it ever been an inconvenience? Like, was it
all the time? That shit is not convenient.
Because I feel like just holding, even if when you don't actually have the record, but just the sleeve.
Yeah. I'm just having a bag.
I feel restricted, you know, kind of
for sure. Especially, you know, if you were going to like a drum and bass show. You know, if you're going to a drum and bass show, you know, like I mean, of course, you're just like flat out raging. Yeah. You know, so I don't know. It's just like I hate having to carry it. Yeah. You know, and you know, because you just kind of want to. lose your face.
Yeah. You just want to like have your your hands free and stuff.
You know, but then when you finally get it signed, it becomes worth it.
And it cool.
becomes worth it.
It's cool.
You know, absolutely. But I have quite a bit.
Yeah. I still think like one of the coolest stories of you getting an album signed was Koan Sound.
Oh yeah, that one was cool.
That was which I wasn't able to attend. I forgot the reason.
You were supposed to be there.
I was supposed to be there.
You were supposed to be
there.
But
honestly, I feel like it was meant to be. Like somehow, if I were there, you wouldn't have been able to get that album signed.
It would have changed. It would have changed the wave. Yeah, you know, like the flow.
Yeah, like do you want to explain the story of like what?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that night we saw Koan Sound. I don't know, was that last year, a couple of years ago? So it was supposed to be us three, but just ended up being myself and our friend James. Yeah. And this was a free show. You know, we were using the Disco app. You know, and that was cool.
Where we became the Disco Boys.
Yes, that was the inception of it. Anyways, so it was a free show. We went, and then you know, I had no intention to get any of my records signed or anything. I went there without any records, but I did bring a marker because I was like, you know what, if they're selling the vinyl there, I'll pick it up. Maybe I'll get it signed. It was at 1720, so I know that venue is it's easy to get a record signed there, you know, like in contrast with somewhere like, you know, like the Forum or something, you know, like it's like absolutely hard to get something signed at the Forum, just like how everything works. Like, you know, the security is massive. You know, I mean, it's absolutely massive. That's probably not a good comparison, but I mean, what I'm trying to say is that some venues are easy to get record signed. Some are just like, it's difficult.
I still remember just a different night where we went to 1720, but I remember randomly we saw you backstage.
That was for Ivy Lab too.
Yeah. I was like, "It's not Miko right there behind
funny,
the DJ." Like,
that was for Ivy Lab.
That was funny, but I just
I stuck my way back in there.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
That was a great.
That was a good show. That was like Ivy Lab, Saruda. It was actually a really good show. You know. Anyways, so Koan Sound got there, and then they were selling the vinyl. I was like, you know what, I'll try. You know, it was an album Polychrome, and you know, that album
it's not
my favorite.
It's not
you know,
like that Koan signature sound that we all kind of like.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
still a good album.
It was like it was the album that they were touring. You know, so but we were listening to Koan Sound when it was like a Funk Blaster EP, like Max Out.
Yeah, which was like 2015ish.
Back then, you know. So I mean, I picked it up. I was like, you know what, I just you know, I just want some sort of souvenir. Yeah. Picked it up. right? So I got it. I was carrying it, and then one of my technique usually is to push myself towards the end of the show because I don't like being up front. Is to push myself by the barricades towards the end of the show, and so when the show ends, the lights go up. They see me holding the record. I hand it to them. They sign. Okay. I mean that's easy. I got it done with the Flying Lotus. You know, with Flying Lotus, that's what I did. You know, I brought my records. I brought 2 of them. And I just inch myself by the barricade so that when the lights go up, he sees me. I hand it to him. He just signs it.
That was at
the Novo. Yeah.
Novo, yes.
Yeah, the
Fuck
Novo.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. Well, everything's different now. Kind of like the music box.
Ah, yeah. Fonda Center.
The Fonda. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So, so that's what I did. Kwan Sound. Show is about to be over. I push myself towards the barricades, right? I'm holding my record. Lights go on. And they're like saying thank you, and I'm like, okay, cool. Here's my chance. So I'm waving my record up. I go like this. I'm holding the marker, record on the other hand, and then they fucking rushed out of there. They ran. They saw me. I feel like they made eye contact, and they just stormed off. So I was like, what the fuck, you know? So I looked at James. I was like, dude, dude, they didn't even acknowledge me. So
not even an encore. Goddamn.
You know, so I was pissed for couple of reasons. 1, I know they saw me, and 2, I'm stuck with a record that I don't even like that much. I mean, you know, I mean, it's okay, but I don't love it. You know, so I was like, okay, what the fuck do I do now? So people are leaving, you know, but then I was like, I was still like, you know, I still wanted to try, you know, so I was walking around the venue. I was like trying to get backstage because, like you said, I've been backstage at that venue before, so I was like looking around. I was like, fuck, there's no chance. So we walk out, and I was like, damn. I mean, I can still try, you know. It was like early. It was like 11:30. So I was like, James, let's just post by the alley. You know, I'm going to smoke a cigarette or something. So we were by the alley. And then, you know, I was just waiting. And then 10 minutes passed. I was like, you know what? You know, I'm going to give up. You know, I'm going to give up. You know, so I was there. I had my phone out. I was about to call an Uber. And then by that alleyway comes a big black SUV, right? You know, windows are tinted. You know, guy comes out of the driver's seat. He's wearing a suit. Big guy, looks like a security guard, you know, or like a bodyguard of some sort. So I was like, oh shit, you know, like this guy has to pick somebody up because he just posted right there in the middle of the street. He opened the back seats, you know, and then we were by the alleyway, and by the alleyway is the back entrance of the venue. Okay, that back entrance, that's where the artists hang out at.
By the smoking patio?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, wait, hold on, James. I'm not going to call this Uber yet. You know, like, I'm going to just wait a little bit and let me see who comes out. Okay, so people started coming out. You know, 2 or 3 random people come out. I'm like, who the fuck is this? You know, like, I mean, who are they? I thought Kwan Sound was going to come out. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, I don't think they're this big where they need bodyguards, you know? Yeah. So I was just waiting, and I'm just waiting. And then this guy comes out, right? Hood. Black hoodie, black pants. You know, comes out like this. I recognize his face. It's fucking Skrillex. You know? So I was like, oh shit, I made the connection. You know, Skrillex is in Owlsla, or was. Yeah. You know, I don't know if he still is. I don't know what's going on with their label. And then Kwan Sound released some stuff on Owlsla, I think. So I was like, oh shit. You know, he was here to support. He's coming out, you know? So he comes out, you know, and then he fucking notices me. He sees me right there standing with my record and my Sharpie. He was like, he walks towards me. He was like, yo, man, are you trying to get that signed? I was like, oh shit, yeah. You know, then I looked at James. He was like, dude, we were starstruck. I was like, oh shit. So he grabs my my record. He grabs a Sharpie. He goes back inside, and he was already about to go in his car. And I was like, oh shit. You know, not only am I about to get my record signed, I'm about to get it signed by Skrillex. Yeah. You know, so this was like just blowing my mind, and like I could not believe it what was happening. So it's crazy because like he goes back in there and he takes about 5 minutes, right? And I was like, fuck. You know, I mean, I was confident he was gonna get it signed, but then what was going through my head was like, this guy just really made this record. Yeah. Well, you know, well, he had an entourage of like 5 or 6, and they were all in the car already. So he made them wait to do something for me. Yeah. He comes back out, boom, there it is. My record was signed by both artists, and then he was like, here we go, man. You know, both of them signed it, and then he goes ahead, he signs it himself. He drew something on it, hands it to me. And then he was like, cool, man, thanks. And then he took a picture with us.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
You know, it was super awesome just because, like, I mean, I've always heard that Skrillex is like one of the nicest guys in the industry, and you know, I mean, I absolutely used to love his music back then, you know, but you know, we go out of things. I still respect what he did for the dubstep scene.
Yeah, he's still like a revolutionary.
Yeah,
person.
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like without his contribution to the dubstep scene, or like, you know, mixing what he did for it, like it wouldn't be as large as what it is now. You know, so I absolutely respect that, you know, and he's a absolutely super nice guy. For him to just make his friends wait out there, to go in there, do something nice for me, something that he didn't need to do, and just to do that for me and to take a picture of me, I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, so that was like a super good story. I will always hold on to that. And then I remember the car ride home, I was just like, I was like, shit. I was holding the record, and I was like, dude, Lord, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I just remember like that same night after, you know, like in my bed, just on my phone, and then all of a sudden, like, it's about what, 2:00 or so, and then I was like, fuck. They saw Skrillex.
You know?
They have a picture with Skrillex.
That was awesome.
Why the fuck am I not there with them?
Dude, you're supposed to be there.
I know. Oh, and then, God. So, but, you know, things happen for a reason, you know? So I always say
things happen for a reason. Like, honestly,
somehow I would have been like, yo.
Let's just go.
Yeah. You know, like,
have you been there?
Or I drove.
Yeah.
You know,
you would have driven.
I probably would have driven there.
Yeah.
So like, you know, we wouldn't have to wait for an Uber or anything like that. We would
100%.
You know, so like, I kind of just like me not being there. It happened for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'll take it though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
yeah,
man, it's such a great story to hear. You know, even though I've heard it in like just like
million
times, but like it's such a cool thing that
I know, and I will always cherish that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. You know, so like, you know, that day I was like, you know what? I think we're friends now. I'm gonna go DM him and be like, hey man, if you're having a pool party, let me know. I got friends.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Like, oh, it's like, oh, you just signed you signed Alvin to Oslo. You know.
You know. You know, my friend actually produced it. His name's Alvin, and he's starting a podcast.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, you should come through. Yeah.
You know, you should come through. You know, it's a top end studio.
But yeah. All right. Wow, it's so good here.
Yeah.
All right. So now I just want to transition to the next part of this this show, and I just wanted to throw some keywords out there.
Okay.
And I just want to hear what you think about them. What do you think it means and stuff like that.
Okay.
In a way, it's like a game and stuff, but like,
okay.
And, I picked some words, and for sure they mean something to you.
Go.
All right, hold up. Let's take another swig right there.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
All right. First phrase, whatever. Electrified turkey jam.
I knew it. You know, I was thinking bathroom at first. You know, that was probably gonna come up. Electrified turkey jam. So the year was 2009, maybe 2010, probably 2010. Damn. I don't know who's watching. Okay, but that was the first time I, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
you experienced the rave.
Yeah, deep. You know, like on the next level.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was awesome. You know, I remember.
Do you remember where it was?
I remember where it was. It was in the city of Carson, maybe borderline Torrance, and it's this place where they hold Oktoberfest called Alpine Village.
Yes.
You know, they have like the small dance hall.
Yeah.
You know, where I mean, I have no idea. I've never been there. I didn't know it exists. But then you're like, dude, you know,
there's a rave in Carson.
I was like, no fucking way. We go there. You know, and then we took some medicine, and you know, sure enough, you know, I mean, I think 30-45 minutes in, I was like, dude, this is like the best night of my life. Dude. You know, that was like best night of my life. I fucking love you, bro. I mean, all that shit was coming out of my mouth.
And going into my next phrase,
go.
I say, man, you think this is great? This is just the bathroom.
There we go.
the ultimate metaphor to like a little rinky dinky.
That's always been an inside joke for us, you know, because that's something that we still use up to this day,
right?
You know, and it's funny because like, every time we refer to something that's just like, dude, you think this is great?
Yeah,
you haven't even experienced nothing yet. That's essentially what it means.
Yeah,
you know, so I think then you were just telling me because I think we had already bought tickets for Tao.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was like hyped for it.
Yeah, because Electrified Turkey Jam was a Thanksgiving event.
Exactly.
So Tao was New Year's.
Yeah. And then and just Tao, by the way, was like our tickets were like $49-$50. You know, so
we actually went to the Coliseum to buy our tickets. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. And it's just crazy because like rave tickets these days are so expensive.
Like 300.
I mean,
plus.
Granted, the experience is like on a different level, but I mean, fuck. I mean, it doesn't change how much it is.
But like just seeing like those artists we saw, like you will never see them for that price. No. Even by themselves, just one person alone, it's not even that
Absolutely
much.
Not.
No, especially now where like who knows what the capacity of shows are going to be now.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be expensive.
Yeah, it really is, you know. But yeah, dude, the bathroom, that was the bathroom to tell.
Yeah. And then like it's like not like you didn't even like it was funny, but like you didn't know until we finally went to South.
Dude,
like,
I know.
That was the bathroom.
That was the bathroom because I was like, holy shit. We walked inside and I was like, damn, there's a fucking lot of people here, and that was awesome. You know, that was really great.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
Oh man, I fucking miss it.
All right. Next one.
Go.
Happy Coachella.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's another one that really like changed me, and I think I'm still kind of going through that phase in a way. You know, I think that's when I departed the whole raving phase. You know, is
we expanded to everything almost.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know, because prior to enjoying electronic music, I enjoyed everything else. You know, and then when I got into electronic music, there was a time when that's all I listened to. You know, with hints of like the hip hop and the rock music here and there, you know, but yeah, Q 2014, you know, yeah, we're gonna go to Coachella.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, shit, you know, all right, I guess I don't have money. You know, I've always seen Coachella as like something so expensive.
Yeah.
You know, and I just never pictured myself going because I never understood it. I thought it was overwhelming to just think about how to even go. It's far.
Plus the camping.
We
were such noobs.
Yeah, I was like, how the fuck are we gonna do that? But then took that leap of faith. I probably wasn't gonna go, and I owe this to MJ, and I will forever be indebted to him, as he bought my ticket, or at least partially paid for it. You know, he was like, bro, you're going, you're gonna come with us, let's go. So he ended up buying 2 tickets or something like that. I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah, and this was like what, January, right?
Yeah,
like, because that's when tickets
2014, and I was like, holy shit, this is actually happening.
Yeah.
Or did we buy the pre-sale? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure we bought the pre-sale.
Yeah.
Because we waited a long time.
Yeah, because I don't remember if
because we had a bigger group, but some people didn't. End up going anymore.
Yeah. Because I just don't remember if we bought the tickets not knowing what the lineup. Oh no, we didn't know the lineup yet.
Didn't.
Yeah, so we did buy the pre-sale.
Yeah.
You know, so like I think we bought the tickets and we were excited.
Yeah.
And then the lineup dropped, and I was like, no fucking way. I was so excited because Muse was like headlining. Love Muse. Outkast.
Yeah.
Love Outkast. You know, and then Arcade Fire. Didn't love them until then.
Yeah.
You know, so that was pretty amazing. But I mean, yeah, happy Coachella. Man, those are the good days of Coachella. Coachella kind of changed in a way
it has.
You know, it wasn't as how do I say this? It wasn't as friendly as it was then. Before everybody ran into Happy Coachella, dude, it was like fucking.
I remember hearing that. We're like, oh my, is that a thing? Do we like people are just like, oh, Happy Coachella, guys. Like, that's actually a phrase.
It was actually a phrase, you know.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like the next couple of years that we started going,
fading.
We were the ones saying it to other people because they didn't really know, like, say
exactly.
It. So like, oh, okay.
It became so much more like just casual to go to it, you know, like
I feel like that's just like how it is because as us being
when things blow up.
Yeah, and then also us being noobs.
Yeah,
we don't know anything but know any better that this is actually something that people say.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it just saddens me that like that feeling of that Happy Coachella. That's something that wasn't being said anymore as the years passed by. Like 2014, 2015, it was totally alive.
Yeah.
Come around 2016, like it was just. I don't know. I just didn't feel that in the air anymore. The music was great still. But the feeling of just everybody is your friend and everybody just so excited to be there for the music was like. It was there, but that kind of like slowly faded along the years, but it's whatever, still love Coachella,
Coachella, it's like always one of like, Yeah. Oh yeah. This is
That's 2015.
Yeah.
That's a butterfly that was once a caterpillar on
Yeah.
Friday, and turned to a butterfly on Sunday. That was a good year, 2015. It's probably one of my favorite years.
I found this when I moved, and I was like, man, I need to have this here, as a.
It's actually perfect. Did that come with in the box?
It did. It came in the box, and I've always had it. You know, being a Filipino, you hoarder everything. And I just like never put it up, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But then like once I moved here, I'm like, this is
fucking
dope.
Put it together.
Yeah. And then I just kind of eyeballed it, and it turned out cool. And yeah, dude, Coachella is I'll always like remember Coachella as like the event that kind of made us grow as music lovers.
Enthusiasts.
Yeah, enthusiasts. Like
absolutely.
we discovered so much music. We fell in love with like every genre.
Yeah,
you know,
we really
it
do.
just like really made us stronger like listeners in a way.
Yeah, it's the preparation too. That's a big chunk of it. You know? Because when the lineup drops, you're like looking at the lineup and you're just like, where's that guy?
Yeah.
You know, who's unlocking the truth? I think that's what they're called. And then come to find out, you get there, it's like this metal band. They're like 13, 14-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
You know, and they play the main stage at 2 p.m. and you're like, what the fuck? These guys shred, you know? So like shit like that, you know, when you start doing your research, you start like, because you're trying to like plan out your weekend, you know, and there's so many artists, you got to do it wisely,
right?
You know, so like the planning that goes into it, you're kind of forced to like listen to so much music, you know, and then you know it just strengthens your ears, and you know, I mean, they start to develop, and you just develop a taste, you know,
like stuff that you're not really used to, and then you hear it live, you're just like, this shit is actually dope.
Yeah.
You know, it's like how I felt, I guess, with like jazz early on. I knew nothing about jazz.
Yeah.
But then hearing like Kamasi live and stuff, and I'm just like, fuck, this shit is
it's so
like,
good.
It's so good. It's all
so
over
good.
the place, but like I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it. And
jazz
like,
is just for sure, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's like what Coachella does. Like, you know, for like any person that doesn't know what to listen to, dude, like you go to Coachella and you're with the right people, I think you will find your niche. Yeah. Your niche.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'll just like you'll just get there. You just like sometimes just don't be afraid to lose yourself. Yeah. You know, I remember that 2014. You know, I think that Sunday I was like, all right, guys, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
You know,
I've done that so many times too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, I remember losing you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and my phone died. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just see you guys at the campsite later.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, like you just kind of like you're there for the adventure. You know, like you know, just wherever the wind takes you. You know? Yeah. And I mean, that Sunday of 2014, I ended up just seeing a bunch of artists. I mean, I think a big part of that was that I didn't feel like, you know, like pulling you guys along on you know, for instance, like I wanted to move around fast, you know, and I didn't want it to be a burden for you guys, you know. So I was like, you know what, I'll do it my own, you know. So I mean, it's a totally different experience, but it's fun in its own.
Yeah, like I love doing my own thing, and then like to me, you know me, I don't like staying in one place. Yeah. You've noticed like
I know that. I'm gone. You're always ready to go.
I'm like I see a space that's opening. I'm walking.
You're going.
There. Yeah.
You know, and then sometimes our friends are like, dude, where's Alvin? I was like, dude, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. We'll find him later.
Dude, I'm like, hey.
Yeah, no, it'll be good.
I'm like,
don't worry about him. Yeah. He's not even thinking about
it's
us.
It's like the picture of when you don't see your friend for like the whole entire day, and like then he comes back to the thing. He's like, "Hey."
He's like,
"That's always been me." Oh yeah, Christian too. Oh
That's
yeah,
him.
Oh Christian.
Yeah, dude, Christian. Shout out to you. I don't know where you've been. I don't know how long your hair has been these days, but we do miss you quite thoroughly.
Yeah. Funny story. Just to really quickly talk about, since we're in the topic of Coachella. He comes back to the campsite. We're already settled in, like after a day of like raging. Yeah. And we see him like, "Hey, like, how was your day?" He like literally looks to us. He's like, "Can I tell you guys later? I am like fucked up right now." Not in those words, but like he's like, I cannot comprehend what just happened. So ask me again tomorrow.
You know? Yeah, no, for sure.
And oh my god, I still remember that.
I mean, we just had like just different experiences.
Everyone has different experiences, and it's fucking awesome. And I love Coachella. For me personally, I'm ready to move on.
I am too.
Yeah. Like before COVID, you remember I was supposed to go to Firefly Festival.
Yes, you were, and you had tickets for it.
Man, I'm so bummed.
And I was
about
actually
that.
super excited for you. Just
Because I was gonna go by myself to
Exactly.
fucking where is it, New Jersey or something.
You were
somewhere
it
in
was
the
like
east.
somewhere far.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
I paid for parking.
I mean, you were good to go.
Dude, I was ready.
You were good to go.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, boom, COVID, and I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
No, I mean,
I got my refund though, so
Yeah, safe to say that COVID really
Yeah.
like it halted all of our plans.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, but
in
it's
a way
okay.
though, like, you know, it's like as things like kind of progress, you know, it's just a way for us to like really reflect,
Yeah.
like kind of better
like you said,
ourselves.
things happen for a reason.
Yeah,
You
you
know, things
know,
happen for a
that's
reason.
why, like I said, I wanted to start this. It's
Yeah.
like it's to like as I'm not able to feel and listen to music. This is like a kind of a gateway to like really like experience music through like talking about it and all our experiences
For
and
sure.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
You know?
And
Yeah.
I think this is great, right? Like,
No, this is great. This is great because everything's just flowing
It's
out.
flowing,
You know?
and then there's like all the memories
Yeah,
of
and I
all our
haven't really
stuff.
like thought about these in a while. So
yeah,
this is great.
dude. Yeah,
You know, yeah, Firefly. Damn, that would have been cool.
I know. Who knows? I really don't know the crowd over there. I mean, it's probably not going to be as like pretentious as like the LA crowd and stuff.
But it's the mystery that drives you. You know, you're just like, ooh, what it's
you
gonna
know,
be
and
like.
then me doing my own thing, I probably would have like been like blended in like no problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, you're very easygoing.
Yeah,
You're a very
yeah.
easygoing person. You're easy to get along with, and
Yeah.
you know, I mean, yeah, I think you would have had a great time.
Yeah,
you know, but
Yeah,
shit happens.
Yeah,
You know,
We'll see.
There's probably a better festival for you.
yeah.
Anyways.
I only wanted to go because of Rage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
they were like it was Coachella getting Rage, and then Firefly had Rage too. I know.
I know.
Funny thing too. Just off topic and stuff. I went to a dispensary last week.
Yeah.
Wearing my like a Coachella hoodie,
Yeah.
and this guy.
Which year?
Um, yeah, the one right there.
Oh, okay, that's probably I don't remember what it is.
I don't
Doesn't
remember. It was the best designed one though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just starts talking to me about Coachella. So you
Okay.
been? It's like yeah. I'm like not really trying to talk to people, but you know, like I was like just like
Like at that moment, you weren't. Really,
no, I wasn't expecting. I'm like, dude,
Like you were just like, yo,
Yeah.
just give me my shit. And
I
I'll
need
get the
weed.
fuck out.
I'm dry.
You
and
know.
you're trying to talk to me right now when I'm not when I'm sober.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we talked for a bit and like it was cool though, and I was like, yeah, I was supposed to go, but fortunately not. And then we just talked about Rage for a little bit, and then I was like, yeah, it would have been cool to see Rage,
Dude.
especially with all the political stuff going on
Yeah.
and all that. And then yeah, that's it. But
No, it would have been perfect. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like you know, with the whole
election and
just
stuff.
like the whole George Floyd thing and just
Mhm, that
overthrowing
too.
the government. I mean,
Mhm.
like that was like the best time to see.
Yeah, man, that's like literally
know,
like that's
um,
what they're fighting for in a way.
Yeah,
like, with their
and
music.
like you know, and there were like big rumors, and I'm pretty sure it was true that Run the Jewels was like gonna. I mean, you know, Run the Jewels and Rage Against the Machine
Yeah.
were gonna tour together. You know, and
dude,
I
that's perfect. Cause
yeah, they were like
with,
they were gonna
Killer Mike. Dude, that's
exactly.
super active.
He was
with
just super like
Yeah.
active in it, you know.
Yeah.
So that would have been like a crazy show,
Mhm.
you know. And then we've always wanted to see Rage,
that. Yeah.
you know. So that's a bummer, but you know, I'm so hopeful that those shows will get rescheduled, and
Yeah.
hopefully with an LA stop where I don't need to go to Coachella, so I'll go, or maybe I'll go to Coachella. Who knows?
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, you know, like
I'll
said
probably
I'll-
go to Coachella after this year, man.
I
What the
never,
fuck?
like the fifth time we went, or yeah, it was our fifth time.
You know,
I wasn't gonna go,
yeah,
but I found a way.
that's why.
You know,
You
so
know,
you know,
and you know what?
never
I was actually, you know, had this Coachella happen this year, I probably would have found a way to go at least for
Yeah.
one day, just
one
to
day.
see Rage Against
Yeah.
the Machine.
See, that's what I did, and
You
like,
know,
it's,
and
it's
that-
actually very easy for us.
Yeah,
You know, I guess because we're just very resourceful.
it's
when it
convenient.
comes to that
It's
stuff.
convenient.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it would have been. Damn, that would have been
I
fun.
know.
But that's okay. It'll happen.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
everything gets unpaused,
Right.
we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think though, like when everything pops up again, we're able to go to shows like carefree and stuff, dude. Everyone's gonna be partying and stuff.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
gonna be
100%.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like the Great Gatsby era.
Oh yeah.
Like dude,
yeah.
we're gonna be like partying 24/7.
Yeah, we're like just gonna let loose.
Yeah.
You know.
I
and-
need it too. Like I feel so like stuck in a little box.
Yeah, you just need to
Yeah,
like
just
explode.
I just want to throw something.
I know,
but I don't want it. A lot of stuff here is expensive, and I need it.
I know, but hopefully things open up on time for my 30th birthday next year.
Oh yeah.
I do want to throw something.
Dude, honestly, that's a perfect time because everything should be like cool. We all.
I sure hope so. If people get their fucking vaccines, all right. If you're listening, get your vaccine, please. Yeah. It is not tagged with microchips. You'll be alright.
That's so stupid.
You'll be okay. I got both of my vaccines already. I don't have Bell's palsy. I'm okay. All right. So please get your vaccine if you're listening to this.
Yes. Your little PSA.
Please.
But yeah. All right. So I have a few more here that we should talk about.
Let's go.
All right. This one. What when you think of this, what do you think about Jägermeister?
Oh my God. You're good. Jägermeister, Escape from Wonderland, 2013.
Yes. I'm glad you know the date because I don't know the date.
Yeah, 2013. One of the best shows. That was a really good show. Great lineup. We were really getting into techno. Okay, so happened Richie Houghton, okay, the Jesus himself, had his own stage. It was Richie Houghton presents Enter.
Yes.
Yeah, stack lineup. Richie Houghton, Hotson's 82. Who else was there? I'm forgetting, but
it was a full techno lineup. Like it was a
stacked.
whole, yeah, it was
absolutely stacked. All around too. Okay, so stack lineup. I just have to note this. Base stage absolutely stacked. Noisia, Noisia was there.
All three of them were there.
Well, yeah, all three of them was there.
They're never all there. Yeah, Wilkinson was great.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then the craziness that happened towards the end of Noisia set because Yellow Claw was about to go on.
Motherfucking Claw.
We couldn't get out of that stage because everybody was pushing it. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Who's playing? It's like, it's Yellow Claw.
I was like, oh shit, get me the fuck out of here. Let's go. Anyways, Jägermeister.
Yeah. That was our pregame of choice.
That was a pregame of choice. And just so you guys know, before I tell this story, it was the Jägermeister was absolutely warm, and I was absolutely hungry. Okay,
oh, that's right.
And I had no other drink, so that's what I drink. So we drink it. We pregame. It was fun. Got fucked up. Okay, smoke a little something. Went in there. We were listening to some really heavy sidetracks. Jordan Suckley,
yes.
Jordan Suckley. So, watching Jordan Suckley, everything just rumbling right here, rumbling right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And I was like, oh my God. And I couldn't control it. So it just comes out.
Yeah.
Alvin's arm just happens to be waving around this area right here. So I just, boom. Fortunately for him, it was mostly water. Okay, because I was drinking
liquid.
a lot of water.
It was definitely like all liquid.
Yeah, there was no food.
Yeah.
I was hungry, so boom. Alvin just felt the wetness. He looks at me, he was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
He's like Miko's like feeling very ill, like still, but I'm just like, what just like hit my arm, like dripping in my arm. And he's still kind of like in daze, like he just like post throw up. Like I see him, and then like I'm like trying to like show it to him, like, dude, you fucking threw up on
my
me.
arm,
In the it was still daytime too.
Dude, the sun was out. Yeah. Good times.
No, it was great, dude. That was our first kind of. We went to a festival like that. It was just us two because no one else was down.
It was just us two.
Yeah, it was just us.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that was great. And we saw everybody that we wanted to see.
Yeah, we did because like we didn't have to piggyback anything.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't need to be like, fuck, they gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, they have to listen to techno. Like, will they like techno?
I hated that.
Yeah,
I hated
dude.
that.
Like, oh, dude, we're about to see Richie.
Yeah, let's fucking go. Can we stay here for a bit?
Yeah, it's like,
oh fuck, is that Green Velvet behind us?
Fucking.
Oh my God.
Till this day, I don't know if we really saw Green Velvet.
Oh my God, that could have been him.
It really looked like him,
dude. Everything.
Yeah, like
it could have been a very good costume. It was a Halloween rave.
Yeah.
My God.
It still like keeps me up. Like, was that Green Velvet? Because it looked exactly like him.
He had like the goggles. He had the green mohawk. I was like, damn, that has to be him.
Yeah.
And I was like, my
we will never know.
That's that you. Yeah. He was like,
yeah. Well, he didn't even say yes or no.
Yeah, he was just like,
can you just tell us? Like, because it's killing us to know.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Oh man.
Damn, that was awesome.
Yeah. What year was that again? What year was that?
2013.
2013. God damn, 2013.
That was a good one.
Dude, we were like ahead of the game.
We were. You were.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that was good. Fuck, now I'm missing it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, but it's okay though. Like I remember getting you back. It was like Christmas or one of our Christmas parties.
Oh my god, I already know. You the like fucking couch.
Yeah, you sat on my throw up after like.
Oh my god, you threw up on the couch.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, guys, look, there's a couch right here. I lay on it. 5 minutes later, I'm like going like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my throw up.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, that's my throw up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was a night. Right there.
Yeah. Oh man, that was funny. Well, yeah, it was great. Good times, you know.
Yeah, it was really good times, and you know, even though like I think about it, I'm like, you know what?
There's more to come. There's more.
There's more to come, you know, and then those are just memories I will always cherish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though sometimes I say, I'm like, you know what? You know, I could have been doing this while partying. I could have been doing that while partying. But these are memories that cannot be replaced.
Yeah,
and,
totally.
I'm just happy to have them. You know, I'm happy to have experienced it. And I'm happy that these experiences kind of shaped me to who I am today. So
yeah, totally,
happy,
man.
Happy, dude.
It's great. Yeah, it's been,
you know?
it's
dude, like, I mean, like, think about it, dude. That's like, this is crazy to say 2013 is 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting. You know how fast that is?
Dude, it's almost a freaking 10 years.
Dude, it's crazy because like I remember the car drive there, bro.
Yeah,
2013. We were listening to like Chasing Status.
Yes.
You know, we were listening to like International. Remember that song?
Dude,
Goes on.
Oh yeah. Oh, International.
We gotta listen to that later. Yes. You know, I remember the car drive there.
Our car drives were always great because we would always go back to back.
Yeah, we did. We just like, hey, let me
back
go.
then before the whole Spotify group session, which is a great product.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, but like we always kind of like knew what songs to play after.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of like the whole loving music thing too. Is just that like you just couldn't wait to show a song to someone. Yeah, you know, and the part of it is like just seeing how they react to it, engaging to see if they would like it as much as you do.
Right.
And if there's like a surprise towards the end of the song, you want to see how they're gonna react to it. That's just like that brings joy to me, you know. And I don't know how others feel about that, but that's just how I feel. I'm sure you feel that way too.
Yeah,
you know. It's
like I'm all
wait
about
for the second drop. Wait for the second drop.
Yeah, I'm all about sharing music.
You know,
and this is a great transition into the next part of the show. Is so I asked you to do some homework before this thing, and it's just to add 5 songs to a playlist. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna go off of that.
Let's go.
Yeah. So really, I just wanted to talk about why you chose the 5, and the 5 you chose was, I mean, like it's definitely something you would choose, but it was not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting something easy, like your typical or some throwback drum and bass, techno, or something that like we've listened to before, you know.
Right.
But like it was like all new stuff that like we're dope.
Yeah.
Either way, but it was just like, oh shit! Like I had already a feeling what you were gonna what you were gonna put on there.
But that is like
and then I was I already had an idea of what I was gonna put based on what you put. So it kind of changed my whole
like outlook on it.
Yeah. My whole whole idea of what I was gonna choose.
Right.
So just I wanted you to talk about more of what you. Why you picked these songs, and for those who want to listen to this playlist, it'll be on my Spotify under iFlow episode 1. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so go ahead and talk about it.
So I wish we could listen to it. Is there a way we can listen to it real quick, just so just like snippets of it?
I actually have it already.
See if you can play it.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know exactly how the audio is gonna play through here, but I think we can hear it. So oh shit, I'm offline, so my AirPlay isn't not working.
Oh, okay.
Hold up.
Go try it, just so we can.
Yeah. Oops. Rebel must be bored. Like
iFlow. That's so random. They allow you playlist.
There we go. Yeah, it's under iFlow episode 1.
iFlow episode 1.
So this one, the Jimmy Sullivan one, man. Dude, when I heard it, I was like, I like this.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a part in here which you could kind of hear it reminded me of Drive Slow.
Oh yeah, and that's why
Right
you
here.
put the
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like,
Right there.
oh yeah. I was like, this reminds me so much of Drive
Yeah.
Slow. Yeah.
So
No. Yeah.
so you can pause it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's Jim Sullivan. You know, it's actually interesting story about this one. So Jim Sullivan could have been a big star. Okay. The song is called "Plain as Your Eyes Can See," and came around in the '70s. And this is like a really a crate diggers psych rock classic. So Jim Sullivan, he never got the chance to get big because of something happened to him. So this song was from an album called UFO. Okay, so this album UFO is you know, he talks about just leaving his family, leaving everything, getting abducted by a UFO and just disappearing. Okay, he talks about that in the album. He sings about it. And one day around 1975, I think he left LA to go to I think Nashville. So he drives out Nashville, and then he was driving around the deserts, I believe, of New Mexico, and then he disappeared. He disappeared.
Interesting.
Damn, I just got goosebumps right now. He disappeared, and people up till this day, we don't know where he is. We don't know what happened to him, but he disappeared, and it's just crazy because it's just extremely ironic that for somebody that sung about disappearing by a UFO, getting abducted by aliens, he disappears during a trip. You know, and you know, I mean, up to this day, we don't know what happened to him. We don't know what happened to him, you know, and it's just crazy. And I mean, this song is just, you know, like psych rock, like at its core, you know,
dude,
70s psych rock.
Dude, the guitar solo, I was like, man.
Oh, the guitar solo is so good. Dude, can you cue it real quick? Let's just listen to it real quick.
Oh, that.
Who's that?
That's John. Say it.
What's up, homie? Go cue it real quick.
Right. Let's see. Do you know exactly where it is? I don't know.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Right here. Right?
Yeah. Well, so when I was like first hearing, when I was first listening to it, it was on my phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. But then like I was just not doing any of these songs justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was running errands, played in my car, boom. I loved every
it's
choice.
So
you
good,
picked.
you know. Okay, you pause it. Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I chose it. And then the songs that I picked is actually you know, like for a while I've been just really heavy on psychedelic music. You know, and the 5 songs that I picked are is heavily influenced by psych music, art psych music, or just yeah, I mean, just heavily influenced by it. And you know, throughout these 5 songs, I wanted to talk about how psychedelic music, how relevant it still is today. You know, and how we could still hear it everywhere. And I mean, it's just it's great. You know, just the elements of it is like it's just something that I enjoy so much.
Yeah.
You know, the washed out vocals and you know, the little effects, you know, the chords that they use, and how they can use those qualities of psychedelic music and infuse it on, you know, certain genres. You know, for instance, like the next song, this Jasper Bone song, you know. So it has like those psych chords, right? But then yeah, this Jasper and Bone song, you know, so I feel like this could just be me, but ever since Tame Impala's Currents came out, you know, that was like a really, really good blend of
like pop
and psychedelic rock.
Yes, yeah.
You know, and ever since then, there's been a lot of like people trying to imitate it, and some are just bad, but some are like okay. This one, it's I like it. I like it. You know, so you can hear like the washed out, the reverb vocals, you know, the effects. Like it sounds really washed out, but then at the same time, it has like that hip hop drum beat.
Yeah.
You know, the way he's singing it is just like it's very pop,
Yeah.
but it has a psych influence,
Yeah.
and it just sounds really fresh to the ears, but at the same time it sounds very retro. And I just it just goes to show the influence that it has on the music, and yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's just so, I just feel like
Yeah.
how do you say it?
I think this is like it's definitely the sound of today's music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Like it's definitely like going back into the Tame Impala. He is defining pop music right now. And everyone, like, because of how big he is, shout out, I'm actually wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's defining pop music right now. And so like what basically how pop music works is like everyone is replicating it.
Yeah. And then I mean, just goes to show, just because like everybody wants to collab with Kevin Parker. Like,
oh yeah,
you know what? Let's have Kevin Parker produce a beat for us.
Yeah.
Let's have Kevin Parker work on a beat.
Yeah.
With us. And yeah, I mean, like ever since Currents came out, but then I mean, don't get me wrong, Tame Impala did not innovate psychedelic pop.
No,
there's like a lot more, but I feel like it really took off when Currents came out. I mean, there's always like the Flaming Lips and all of that, that's always mixed pop with psychedelic music. But Currents, I mean, when that came out, it was just like wow, it was amazing. It was amazing. And yeah, so and psychedelic music is just so, I mean, it's out there.
It's especially when I listen to like psychedelic like just psychedelic rock, it's like it's so spacious. It's kind of like it fills a room, even when it's like very empty, it'll fill a whole room with metaphorically and like physically, like the sound and then like your thoughts and stuff like that. And I love that too. That's like what I've been gravitating towards, not exactly like specifically psych rock, but like like that's
psych influenced music.
Psych influenced
because you have like the psych funk, you have like you have psychedelic rap, you have I mean, like anything that could and like imitate, I mean, psychedelic music is supposed to kind of like replicate being on drugs, and like the lyrics are usually protruding to that, and I mean, like, I mean, there's so many artists that can do it so well.
And then I think it's like with that too, it's like kind of like inner.
We're okay.
All right,
we're okay. We're
yeah.
back on.
Yeah, we're back on. So shall we, do you want to continue with everything else you?
Yeah, just real quick snippets.
Yeah. Well, Nothing is Real, Boards of Canada.
Yeah, Boards of Canada.
This one was like, like it was like how it's like it's very spacious and stuff. I just like
it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Because when I was fully listening to like all of these songs, I was driving, and I'm just like, oh man, like I kind of just wanted to go straight and like kind of like just listen to
disappear.
Yeah, disappear and stuff.
Yeah, no, I love Boards of Canada.
Yeah.
And then it kind of teases you with a drum beat. Yeah, it's really good. Here, I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So, Boards of Canada, they're probably like one of my favorite musical artists as far as like the electronic music. So with them, I mean, I just absolutely love how they approach making music. So it's like these two guys, they're brothers, and they're like, British, and the way they make their music is so they just, I mean, their sampling game is just amazing. So they sample. Okay, so their whole spiel is they want to invoke the feeling, or I don't know if that's what they want to do, but when you listen to their music, it invokes the feeling of nostalgia. It invokes the feeling of
I can feel I
mean, just looking at the album art, it just makes you feel like makes you feel like a kid again. Their debut album, Music Has the Right to Children, probably one of my favorite albums of all time. I mean, so it really invokes the feeling of being a kid again, and just nostalgia, being like living from back then. And the way they do this is they sample like the randomest thing. okay, so a lot of things that they sample older commercials from like the 70s, 80s, or 90s. Do you remember like in middle school or high school when we would watch those like in science class we would watch
like the informational, like,
informational ones, and then it has like little commercial like dun, 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 dun. They would sample that, they would wash it out, they would loop it, they would put a hip-hop drum beat to it, and then because you could never tell where the sample came from, but there's like a sense of familiarity that kicks in your head that when you listen to it, it just takes you back. And I think that's just so powerful. For them to invoke such a strong feeling in me, that's so powerful. And this song in particular, I mean, like, I could just get lost in it. I listen to it a lot. I listen to it like a few times a week, and I mean, it's just great. It just puts me in a zone. I don't know. How did you feel when you listened to it?
As a whole, like, really, it's like I definitely felt because when I was listening to it, I wasn't really, I was driving.
Yeah.
So every track kind of gave me like this whole kind of like, as I'm driving, just kind of like, just going with everything.
Yeah.
Just kind of like like not in a way, kind of opening. Like
your mind was open. You were just kind of like floating in,
I was
like
floating.
in a
like
zone
it's just
something.
like I'm. This wasn't just like a mindless task that I'm doing. I'm like freaking getting like legit. Like yesterday when I was listening to this, like like I was like, oh, okay, I need to go grab some vape juice, get some oregano, and all that stuff. Like mediocre stuff, but like I was just like in the zone, just kind of
it's definitely a mood.
Yeah,
it's definitely a mood.
It's a vibe. It's like I think everything that you chose, where it was definitely like it fit it, and I loved it. It was totally not what I was expecting when you were when I told you to choose 5. Yeah, I didn't think you would go into depth with it, which I love that you did though. Yeah, because it helped me to pick. Not just like what I usually would pick.
And I think that's what I wanted to do, because since I knew that we were going to talk about things, I wanted to kind of expand our conversation by focusing on a subject, and that's why I picked my 5. And then when picking, I kept in mind like the influence of psychedelic music on music of every genre. So far we've done psych rock, pop, today's psychedelic pop, and this is like just the IDM, borderline psychedelic / ambient.
Ambience, yes.
But then the next song that I picked is Joy Orbison, English producer. Absolutely love him. So like, I mean, with this song, I mean, see, it's just like
very glitchy.
Very glitchy. I mean, it's still a lot of reverb, and then if you listen to like the panning, like if you actually like zoom in, it's just like coming right there.
The stereo, that's why too, when I was listening to this, when you first showed it to me, or you first sent them to me, I was just on my phone, and I thought nothing of this one because I wasn't listening to it to its full capability.
Exactly.
Then like that's why it's like, everyone should own a good pair of speakers.
Oh yeah, it's good speakers or good headphones.
Because like music
you can get lost in it.
Yeah, like you could listen to something, and then all of a sudden when you hear it somewhere else, like with actually great stuff, it'll change your perspective on stuff.
And it goes back to like what you talked about earlier when you were like, sometimes when you hear a song on your car, you hear it like, oh, okay, it's good, but when you hear it live and big speakers around a lot of people and the sound is massive, it just changes the way you view things. Sometimes songs are like crappy. You think they're crappy, well, when you hear it live, that's actually what it's meant for. Like big room, and it's just heavy.
Especially with psych, with like the whole, just like all the reverb and stuff like that, like, because that reverb will fill a room, and
you flow. So with this song, it's called While She's Away. So like right here, I particularly like the way he washes out the effects. Like if you can hear it has like that ticking, and then the drums are like scattered everywhere, and then it kind of like has like So like him though, the music that he makes is I mean it's what I like about it is very unique. It's like a mix of everything.
Yeah.
He mixes like techno, garage, two step, a little bit of dubstep in there, and I mean and like really like psychedelic ambient. And,
yeah, it definitely doesn't have like that form that you usually hear in music.
No, it's not like structured.
Yeah.
In a way where it's just like build up here, build up, drop.
Chorus,
that part.
hook.
Yeah, chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then right there, just kind of like warming you up to like that little wobble.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I liked it. Like I was saying, it's like listening to this on my phone. I just couldn't hear it.
No, yeah, that's like a really low frequency bass line that you would have to hear on the speaker.
When I was hearing it in my car, it was great.
Yeah,
it was so awesome.
Yeah, and then the next song,
Travis Scott.
It's Travis Scott, Astro Thunder.
Yeah.
So I think I honestly I think Travis Scott is the best at doing psychedelic rap. I think he has every intention to do that. Like every time he puts out music, he wants to replicate or make the listener feel like they're on drugs. And you can tell by like the ridiculous amount of reverb. And then it's just like it's I mean just the way he does it is like flawless, and the lyrics are great. And then but this song in particular, here we can pause it. Yeah, so so this song, I mean it's probably one of my favorites from Astroworld. And with reason too. I mean it just sounds perfect. It's short. It's like a little bit. It's like barely 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just the way everything is washed out. There's like little effects. It makes you feel like you're on drugs. And the collaborators on this song, Thundercat played the bass for the song.
Oh.
John Mayer did a little bit of guitar. Matthew Tavares from Bad Bad Not Good has production credits too. So I mean, like, just
a lot of like these minds together to make this kind of
and then I mean just that whole album of Astroworld is just I mean I think it excels at doing psychedelic rap, and it's unlike anything else that's out, or unlike from anybody that's as big as him, and for him to just take that leap and do something as odd, because to your average listener this might kind of be like, I don't know, it's a little weird for me, but he doesn't care, because he wants to just kind of like put his art out
himself,
there, and I think that's I admire that quite a bit. So I mean I absolutely love this song. I love Stop Trying to Be God, with James Blake from this album as well. Absolutely love that song. And that's just one way to, I mean that's like psychedelic rap at its finest, and it's everywhere.
Yeah, definitely now. It's I think it's definitely gonna evolve in some way or another. It's gonna just be like everywhere. If it's not, it already is everywhere. But like, it's definitely gonna.
The influence is there. I mean, Kid Cudi's new album. I mean, it has like Travis Scott written all over it.
Totally.
100%.
I'm gonna take a break. I need to take a piss.
Go.
Yeah.
Me too, actually.
But okay.
Hey, good shit so far, bro.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
All right. Oh shit.
We'll zoom through them.
All right. So yeah. Back.
Yeah. So that was my 5.
Yeah. And I would say mine. I didn't give as much thought as you did.
Yeah.
But I was really going for a vibe.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like.
Yeah, I'm curious to see about your
honestly,
your picks.
All of these really is just what I've been listening to of recently.
Yeah.
Which is dope because like all of the stuff you've been like I could still relate to it.
For sure.
Like all of this stuff is like really like what I've just been like, this song is dope and stuff like that. Like the first one, I fucking love the drums.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
Let's listen to it.
Like when I heard this, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, that was the first song you added, and I saw it. I was like, what is this? And then I listened to it. I was going to Ali's house, and I was like, ooh, like that.
Yeah.
And
then like it's going crazy. I think like for me, with every song, percussion is like number one when I look for something.
Yeah, just and like the groove of things.
It's the heartbeat. It's like of the song, and then like. This it's like it just goes crazy, and I fucking loved it. And of course, it still has that ambience of like the reverb and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and then it has. I mean, they use like really unconventional instruments in it. You know, see that. That's kind of like that sounds like a really I mean, I don't know what instrument it is, but it sounds like something that they would use like in Asia.
But these patterns are just so like it's not conventional at all.
Yeah,
and I fucking love it. And yeah,
it's good.
So yeah,
you know?
I picked that, and then the next one.
Oh yeah, everybody should know what this is.
Everyone, yeah. And then I really put this because when I first heard yours, your first song from Jim Sullivan, I heard it.
And, just like,
and then I wanted to put it on here because it kind of sounded like it. And then the sample that they took out of it, it's such a great song. This sax is so great. Like
you know,
like it'll take you somewhere and stuff.
I mean, like, yeah, just how Kanye like took this song and I mean, just he turned into a monster. Drive Slow. And it's so good, you know. And then it's just a chill, you know, smooth jazz song, but it's just, you know. Da-na-na. You know, it's so good. It's so good.
Great. Yeah. So I put that on here.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely. Yeah, good sample.
And then next one.
I was listening to this earlier when I was leaving Sam's Club.
I fucking love the guitar in here. Like from Still Corners is actually like a band that I've been listening to. Like,
I don't really know about them.
Yeah. You know what? I just kind of found them.
Yeah.
I discovered.
Are they a modern band? It sounds very retro.
This is actually very recent.
Wow.
This is from their album that just came out.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, it sounds so retro that I thought it came out in the 70s.
Yeah. It feels like it has like that. What's that band?
Fleetwood Mac.
But no, even like before that, the one that like the Love Is Gone. Who's like was it Bad Religion? Not Bad Religion. Joy Division.
Oh, Joy Division. Yeah.
It has a very like Joy Division kind of.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah. And then
and it has a neat little guitar solo in the middle, you know. But I was just like, ooh, I like that.
Yeah, and I was just like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then the next two is just kind of like stuff I just wanted just to play in. I just kind of like.
I like her a lot.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
Oh, dude, this whole album is just very experimental.
Yeah, for sure. And then you know, she came out with like that little spiritual jazz album under what was it? I think it's pronounced Yodi. Yeah. You know, that was pretty cool. You know, the stuff that she does for like Brain Feeder, super dope.
Yeah, and it's just like something you kind of just like, you know, clear your mind and just listen to. And just like,
it just flows. You know.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
You know, and then that next one, I absolutely love Surprise Chef. Yeah. They're dope. Definitely for fans of Krungbin. You know, anybody that likes a little psych in their funk, you know, like cinematics, so good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of good bands coming out of Australia, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, Australia, man. Like they.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's just something.
They just
about
got it
them.
down over there.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess because like they're outside, there's a lot of stuff that could kill them. They're probably just inside making music. You know.
No, dude, this song is a jam, you know, and actually the whole album is just really good, and you know, it's just something that you just let it play. You listen to the little details. You know, some people are like, they don't get too excited about songs without words.
Right.
You know, I know some people. I've met some people. I've talked to some people that are like, you know what? How come it doesn't have lyrics? You know, it's kind of, I don't like instrumental music, but I love it. You know.
For me, honestly, the fact that it doesn't have words kind of gives it more of like what's inside, like what are you thinking?
Yeah.
You know, it's for you to interpret.
Exactly.
Instead of like them telling you what you should be thinking with the lyrics. You know, from it being like, you know, and then that's what I kind of like when I listen to stuff like this, it's like it makes me feel how I want to feel.
Yeah, exactly.
And stuff like I interpret it the way I feel. It's like I feel the emotions I want to feel, not specifically related to like something like a song could be something about heartbreak. I don't know shit about heartbreak like that right now. So like, but like here, it's like if you're going through something hard, like a heartbreak, you could like, well, not necessarily, but like you could interpret it that way.
Yeah.
Depending on how you're feeling.
It's definitely subjective to the listener,
Yeah.
you know. And then I think the fact that if a song without words can make you feel a certain way, that just speaks volume as to how the song is, you know, like
it's versatile.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's
sometimes
what I love about it.
Sometimes it doesn't need words. Sometimes maybe they want you to listen to the intricacy of how the instruments are being played, the little notes, the little details, like how maybe like the drum kick would skip and syncopate a little bit, you know, and the hi-hat would hit twice where it shouldn't be, you know, like it's like the little things like that you pay attention to, and sometimes lyrics could be a distraction from that, you know?
Totally.
You know, so I mean, great song. If you like if you listen to Krungbin, definitely listen to Surprise Chef.
Yeah. So those were the 10 songs that we have for this episode, and I fucking love it. I love that we created
That's good, you know. And you know what, honestly, in the future we should keep this playlist open and we'll just throw around and like keep sharing songs.
Yeah. No, well, I think we keep it as this episode.
Okay, cool.
But then we add more because, like, you know, it's like we have an. I think there's always should be like a restriction.
Yeah.
Like always, like you add 5, and I'll add 5.
Yeah.
Because if we have like add whatever, it's like.
Yeah. It kind of like I get what you're saying. It kind of like gets away from like I don't know. It takes away from it.
Yeah. Like here, it's like there's
it's perfect.
There's a specific theme like that we've put into this, you know, and then if we add any more, it's like it'll almost give away from it depending on what we put. But then like, you know, I think as a whole these 10 track songs,
this is just a perfect 10.
It's great. I love it. I love it. I was so
man.
happy like the way these 10 turned out.
That actually that was actually really good. Yeah, dude, like I was listening to it a lot, you know, like on the way to work, on the way to coming here, and just at home, you know, I was just like listening to it, and I was like, what are we gonna talk about? You know, so we had some good picks.
That's why too. Like I this right here too doesn't even scratch the surface to our taste.
Yeah, no, for sure.
This is just like a direction that we chose to go to.
It's just one area.
It's a direction that you chose. And I just like I continued off it. Yeah, you know, but then we could have literally gone anywhere else. Dude, that's what is funny because like I said, like I thought you were gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I kind of prepared myself like, oh, I will play this. Yeah. But no, like you did it, and it was like, all right, I still got some songs to pick. And we made this 10 right here.
No, for sure, yeah. And I do think I mean, to whoever's listening, you know, I implore you guys to really just sometimes listen to the song, you know, like sometimes like
and actually listen.
Yeah, and actually listen. You know, sometimes I mean, you know, with what's being played, you know, the popular music of today is just like you know, it's just really on your face, you know, and it doesn't like for me, like sometimes I kind of want to be challenged as a listener,
right?
You know, so you know, like I feel like you know, if listening to music, you know, if it requires me to break it down, if it requires me to continuously listen to it repeatedly to understand what it's trying to tell me, you know, like that's like a whole experience on its own.
And I think some people don't do that. Like it's like people want music in the background just for the sake of
just having something there.
It's like no one is like necessarily actively listening anymore.
You know, actively listen.
And that's why I wanted to do this section of this episode. It's just to show that some songs that you should be actively listening to and interpret in your own way. You know, especially like the instrumental music like that. Yeah, man, just like see how it makes it feel. You know, see how it makes it feel. Yeah. So I'm curious to see whoever listens to this, like how this playlist made you feel. So let me know, you know, in the near future or so. And as of that, that concludes this concludes this episode of iFlow. Thank you, Miko, for being my first guest. Yeah, man. Dude, it's been great. That
was good, and you know, that actually went longer than I expected.
Oh, and, but like
it was just flowing.
It didn't.
It was flowing.
No, yeah.
You know, and I think it was a way to channel like you know, and as music enthusiasts, we've always wanted to like express ourselves, and you know, like for me, like sometimes
it's hard to talk about.
It's hard to talk about stuff, you know,
especially
like
with other people,
without sounding sounding pretentious, exactly. Because sometimes I want to talk about shit, and I'm just like.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't care.
Like, like I don't want to sound like I'm dropping knowledge.
Yeah.
But when in fact I just want to, you know, like tell somebody like, oh, dude, this is actually pretty cool. You know, this is actually how it is. You know, to others that sounds pretentious. You know, but for me, it gives me pleasure to talk about it, and
because like we actually find pleasure in like sharing and like knowing this knowledge and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, and it's tough because it's like. Especially now, it's like it's hard to share it with other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so thank you, thank you for giving us like a nice platform to express ourselves. Because now I'm just like, damn, that was good.
Yeah,
you know,
and definitely I will have you in another future episode. And
no, absolutely, we'll have a different topic. We'll share another 10, and you know, it'll be great.
So till then, thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. I forgot the camera was there.
I'll see you guys next time. Later.
Peace. Cut. Nice. That was tight. I can't wait to watch it. Episode, you know, it's I'm really excited to be a part of this journey that you're about to embark in, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Oh man, that's it was really stressful for at least for me to set all of this up, and I just noticed. I'm not recording. Here.
Dude, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.